Hey everybody, my name is the War Painter and welcome to my workshop, the #1 place for all your Warhammer painting entertainment. Maybe not #1, but I'm gonna say it is anyway. Today, we're gonna keep it pretty simple and just paint up a few orc boys. They are my favorite Warhammer faction and this is the first video on my channel, so if you guys like the video, be sure to hit the like button, maybe subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and leave a comment, tell me what you think. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So guys, I went ahead and brought the 3 orcs that I will be painting outside so I can go ahead and prime them. The reason I brought them outside is because I'm just using a spray paint primer, just a green primer. And what this is going to do is this is going to make painting their skin a lot easier because once they're all green, I can just put a contrast paint over top and it's going to look really nice, at least in my opinion. Everyone has their own style. But yeah, just making sure I get everywhere and they should be ready. Now, while those 3 orcs are drying, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a couple of the orcs that I did beforehand. Now, these are the first orcs I've ever painted, and before this I've only had a couple experiences with painting Space Marines, so you'll have to cut me a little bit of slack if they don't look that great. But this is the first orc I did. I went with more of a brown look for his clothes here, and he looks alright. I'm not too dissatisfied with the final product. I think I can do a lot better for sure, but I really like this dark green skin that I went with for the orcs. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how I got that look for the orcs whenever I paint these other 3. But that's the first one that I did, and here's the second one that I made, kind of testing some designs, colors, seeing what I wanted to go with. This is more of a black look to his clothes, some more metal bits on him there, and I really liked how this one turned out. But the other orcs should be done drying now, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So guys, our 3 orc boys are primed and ready to paint. Now, I did get a very good even coating with the priming, but some areas underneath aren't really that great. That's okay because no one's really going to see it unless they're closely inspecting the models. But the paints we're using today, we've got some Citadel colors here, we've just got some Nuln Oil, some Lead Belcher, Orc Flesh, and Morghast Bone. And then some non-Citadel paints, we've just got a couple of these Craft Smart multi-surface paints, nice light green, just for some highlights on the skin, and this black that we'll be using. And then of course, this other green if we do decide to use that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with these. Alright, so as we go ahead and begin here, you'll see that I'm going to take some of this contrast paint and just start painting it over all the areas where their skin is. Now what this is going to do, the contrast paint is a nice transparent kind of paint. It's green and transparent, so it's going to let that underneath green of the primer really show through, but it's going to get in all the little cracks and crevices, make them all pop a little bit more, put some darkness there, and I think it comes out with a really nice and easy way to do the skin for the orcs. Some people might like their orcs a little bit lighter for the skin. It's really all up to personal preference. This is how I like to do it for the few that I've done. And I think the end product turns out very well, especially for the second 2. I will go ahead and say that I know this top-down view isn't that great for this first one. The next 2, I do get a better POV on them, and I think the video is a lot better. So if you don't want to watch this first one, you can go ahead and just skip to the second 2. Those do turn out a lot better than this first one as well. I'm still learning, I'm still trying to be better, and even in this video alone, I feel like I've learned a lot and progressed a lot. So without further ado, I'll let you guys just enjoy me painting, and I might chime in here and there to tell you what's going on. So you'll see here that I'm finishing up the black on the shirt and the pants here, and I put a little bit of black on the gun as well. And this is because for these orcs I was going for more of just the box art look, which is considered to be the Goth clan, I believe. There are different clans of orcs, all of them have their own different color schemes, different paint schemes, and the Goths have more of just a typical black scheme. It's what you see on all the box art usually. But I did change it up a little bit with the other two, changing it to putting a little more yellow in there, giving it a bit more of the Bad Moons clan vibe, which I do think I will go with in the future for sure. So we'll see whenever we get to those two, but yeah, I'll let you guys keep enjoying. Unfortunately, my phone and my light were starting to die, so I'm going to charge them up and be back for day 2. However, this is how the first boy turned out. Not looking too bad. I'm quite happy with him. He's of course not perfect, may have to touch up a few things whenever I come back to work on these. However, I am really happy with those teeth. On the other figures, I had a little too much paint, so it looked a little clogged, but you can really see them defined here. Really happy with how he turned out, and I can't wait to paint the other two. So for you, it'll only be a couple seconds. For me, it might be a day, but I'll be right back. So guys, we are back for day 2 for me of painting. And you'll see that I definitely have my setup a little more together now, and this is how it should be for all the future videos, hopefully a lot better to see. I chose to do it earlier in the day. I was doing it kind of late for that last orc, so the lighting wasn't that great, but now I've got the sun shining, I've got my flash going, and you can really see it well. You'll see for these orcs I choose to do a little bit of yellow accents on them, change it up a little bit, but I am still going with the general black look for their shirt and the pants. But in any case, I'll just let the video go and you guys can see how they turn out. So I wasn't really too happy with the yellow on this. It was a little too pale for my liking. I wanted more of a yellow. However, you'll see on the last one that I do get that vibe that I'm looking for a lot better. However, I still think that the final product for this orc turned out very nice. I'm really happy with it. And you'll see for this third one, in my opinion, honestly, it's way better than the rest of them. So I'll sit back and let you guys enjoy. So now I hope that you can see what I meant when I said I wanted more of a yellow. I think this really looks amazing. With the dark green skin and that bright yellow, the red on the gun, it really just makes the orc pop. And I think it gives it that little bit that it needs to just really make it a great model. I think it turned out amazingly. So guys, I've completed 5 orc boys now, and I mean the progression of the first one to the 5th one, left to right of course, is astounding to me. I mean, I started off with this, not really sure with where I wanted to go, and just figuring out what works best, how best to do things, and where I've ended up, I am very happy with. I think this looks great, at least for me, and I can't wait to improve more in the future. If you guys like this video, be sure to drop a like, maybe subscribe if you really want to see more of this, and I may go for a shorter video in the future, but if you like the longer content, be sure to let me know. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.